Kydex.
Is it?
Look, they even put Benchmade in it.
Not Voltron?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, right.
Oops.
Her thumbnail's perfect.
I didn't see it.
It's Alistair just looking scared at the camera.
Hello, internet.
Clap, clap, clap. It's Voltron.
Yeah, we're good.
I think Voltron's cheaper and it comes thinner and easier to work with.
Yeah, it's more heat resistant, cold and warm too.
Yeah.
So like if you live in, like, it doesn't matter to us up here. The cold kind of does, but like if you lived in Phoenix and you leave a Kydex sheath in your car,
We already got someone.
look at that.
Yeah.
Is it Chad?
No,
No, it's fucking Richard Cranium.
no. 67 Rambler.
All right.
Rebel SST AMC.
That sounds like you.
It's not.
Oh, it's Chad.
What?
Chad?
Bullshit. He don't fucking even know what an AMC is. All right.
We doing this?
Yeah, let's do this.
Doing it?
Do we want to preface this like we did the last one?
Preface.
Yeah.
What's preface, everybody?
I think he means preface.
I read words, I don't say them.
Yes.
Where'd my coaster go?
Oh, here. I have no idea.
Oh, thanks, Alistair.
You were welcome.
Appreciate it. Chad.
Alistair, you're a saint.
That's what people tell me, you know?
I can
You're a
see it
gentleman
right
and a
here.
scholar.
Indeed.
I know somebody who lives in Nacogdoches. I used to call it Nagandouches.
Oh, it looks like What's Up from Necrophilia.
Naga.
Not gonna work here anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
all right.
I'm
welcome,
excited about
Texas. That's
So-
really loud on the mic.
I'm
Oh,
excited because we get to talk about a knife that we don't get to buy unless we pay full price for it. And also,
Do we want to do the intro first like
Go
we
ahead.
normally do?
All right.
I'm just excited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here tonight to talk about meat. Specifically, the best tools to craft it, featuring Benchmade's 15500-1 Meat Crafter.
Let's get into it.
Like the part.
So this
Sounds
is
like
a collaboration with who?
Ranella.
Yeah,
This is Steve Ranella.
Steve Ranella,
It was Meat Eater.
Meat Eater.
Yeah.
It's the name Meat Crafter just kind of throws me off. I do like the box, the way they do it there.
It's
Yeah.
a standard hunt box.
Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So, and it has the Benchmade
Voltron.
logo
Voltron.
on the Bolteron. Sorry, am I fucking with you?
So
Oh,
this
they-
is not a knife that like we get as a dealer. Like you have to pay full price rather than like buy it at wholesale.
Oh yeah, we should
So
mention that.
We ended up buying this knife at the full $300 retail, so we do have this video. And you can either buy it on Benchmade site or you can buy it on the Meat Eater.
Yeah, I think it's for sale on Ranella's website. Even if it's not on Ranella's website,
Yeah.
he probably has a link, I'm sure.
Yeah, some way to connect it.
But as far as I know, Brunella has been using strictly Benchmades for at least a year.
Yeah, quite a
at
while.
least quite a while.
Well, so
But-
I'm wondering if this is the first to see of many because what was it, like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so, Benchmade announced that they were discontinuing a bunch of their hunt series
Yeah.
and they are revamping the line and they're not going to release this model particularly in their line. This is just collaboration, but they're coming out with something similar. So I wanted to compare stuff that was close to it. I mean, Benchmade hunt is, they're not generally like, I don't know, I wouldn't really say in kitchen use, but we pick kitchen knives to compare it to because that's what the style seems like.
Well, what we do, pick blade shape to compare it to.
And even in Ranella's videos, you can see him using this in the kitchen quite a bit. And he's like obviously processing game, but you know.
But Ranella is like, he's hunt to table. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the whole thing.
That's his deal.
So we have a Sheath Premier boning fillet knife, and we also have a Wusthof boning fillet knife
Hold
to
it up so
compare
the
to.
folks at home can see.
Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Well, there is a camera up there.
They can't see that.
Oh, the folks at home
So
can't see
that's
that.
sort of like swooping blade shape we picked. Sheath uses a VG Max for the core, and they use Damascus with a hammered finish over top. And
It's
one handle.
128 fold rows Rose Damascus, I think is what they call
think
it,
so, yeah.
with a hammered finish.
Gustav uses their proprietary.
Solid German Solingen. That's their thing that they don't tell other people.
And then the Benchmade is S45 yen, which is quite new, and I don't know much about
None
it.
of us have personal experience with it yet.
Keyword.
But there's a
Yeah.
couple companies that are
of course, yeah.
switching to use this full. And
Well, Chris
Yeah,
Reeve is switching to
and
S45.
that's the big thing. Yeah, if Chris Reeve is breaking from S45
but they also had
for
a
any
big
reason.
hand in helping develop it. From what I
Well,
understand.
yeah. Well, I mean, they also Chris Reeve had a hand in developing S30 and
Yeah,
S35
yeah,
and
all
S45, so
Yeah.
it stands to reason that they would move over and move a lot of their production into
mean,
that. But
This is super comfortable. I don't know if the big lanyard hole in the back is quite necessary, but I mean, it's light, it's comfortable, it's got a good shape to it. It's a
I gotta say, I really like the look. I really like this
The
ivory
two-tone.
micarta on the back with the split. I really think it has really good eyeball. I think it's a cool looking knife. Well, and also I might be biased because we use titanium barrels and all the stuff we make.
Are these titanium barrels
I
too?
don't know.
I'm sure they are.
I would imagine they would come.
They are on, like,
Say
the-
not stainless.
On the bushcrafter and stuff like that, they're all, or the bushcrafter, they're all titanium. So
Oh, are they? Oh, yeah.
Are
Okay.
they?
So if
So they already got
they
it.
are, yeah. If they didn't use them on that, I'd be surprised. But they may not
That's
have gone that route.
big thing of titanium in the back.
Yeah.
That's
That-
gotta
that I
be
bet is
stainless.
stainless.
These are probably titanium.
They have to do a different process than we do for getting it to go out like that because
They do.
it's not necessarily more finished or less finished, but it's completely different shape.
Well, it's also rolled at the end, and so
Yeah.
it's obviously a different bit than
Is that
we use.
Orange
But
G10 on
but
this?
that's not uncommon. Like Bussy does the same thing. Bussy has they have a little rolled finished end. You know what I mean? At the end of their
Almost like how
pins.
the rivets are done.
Yeah, and then but when you drill them out, the handles just fall off, and but we don't do that. But I don't know. I without using it at all, it's a little. We should say, full disclosure, a 6-inch knife is a little small for Alaskan fish. Good luck.
Yeah.
You
It
know what I
worked
mean?
good for game in the kitchen,
Yeah.
but I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd want to take this out.
Well, and I think this is supposed to be meat crafter.
You make Dakota nervous.
It's obviously supposed to be a processing knife, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
be out there. I mean, this would cut some nice salmon heads, but it's not gonna fillet a
Yeah.
salmon
Oh my
unless
God,
you're
that would dull
unless you're
so
up and down and up
quickly,
and
too.
down, right?
Well-
And to get out to the
So
tail.
S45 is supposed to be better for edge retention than LMAX.
Or at least
but-
comparable.
I mean, nothing's going to hold up against salmon skin. So you're just going to
Yeah.
buy a
Yeah.
knife to dull.
Or even the spine where you cut the heads off. I really hope that is the case with S45 because it's not uncommon knowledge that I severely dislike S35.
Yeah.
If you watch any of our previous videos, let's talk about it length. So.
I'm in the minority. I understand. Direct your comments somewhere else. I really hope S45 changes that around.
Yeah.
Because I really, you know what I mean? I carried a Sabenza with the Damascus specifically because
Raindrop.
I dislike S35, and that was the other alternative.
And BG42 is impossible to get now.
Oh, yeah, I have one of those, but I refuse to carry it.
So we're looking at prices. I think the Shun we sell it for $164.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think full MSRP is still below $200. The Woostop, I think we sell for $119. Full MSRP is probably $140.
Yeah.
And the Benchmade, because it's a collaboration, there's no map or minimum advertised price, so its full boat is $300.
We paid $300 for
I
it.
think we even had to pay shipping.
Oh well,
So,
we should have ordered more stuff to get some free shipping.
well, we would have had to pay full price for
Oh.
everything else.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
we bought
Yeah,
one
that's true.
thing for that, and we don't plan on selling it at this point. But we wanted to get something that wasn't available to us as a dealer to compare to other things in the shop
Yeah,
that are going to be similar.
this is a comfortable handle
It is
though.
really comfortable.
And overall, like you said, it's a really good looking knife.
Mhm.
Man, the corners are
Is it
knocked down
flexible
just
at all?
right though.
Just a little bit. At the edge,
Eh,
not enough
You
to
gotta
be
push. You
comfortable.
gotta push uncomfortably hard. But the corners are knocked off just enough, so it's not. You know what I mean? It's like this. Even the Woostop has a much sharper corner than the
The
Meat
shoe's
Crafter
pretty
does.
soft on the spine. Well, and that's easily correctable too.
Yeah, that's true. But Shun crowns a lot of their stuff, especially in their higher ends with the premieres.
And
they
their
crown
handles
almost
over the last 2 years have definitely come more polished and shinier.
Yeah.
So they've done a really good job on.
But out of the 3 handles you're looking at here, this is definitely the most. I mean, without
Agreed.
question, this is the most durable.
Yeah.
G10 and Ivory
G10.
micarta.
I think they're both G10.
Is it an Ivory G10 or
They
Ivory micarta?
Both look like G10 construction, but I could be wrong.
But also, I was noticing this about the Meat Crafter is
That little lip
see
there.
that? See that little lip?
Mhm.
See how the handle is just a touch smaller?
That is on purpose, though.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
but okay, so what's the thinking behind that being on purpose? Is that grip? Because that's gonna hotspot a little bit. But I don't know. If anybody knows how to process game without hotspotting on a knife, it's got to be fucking Ranella.
Well, unless they're wearing gloves too, because not everybody does
Yeah,
it
that's
barehanded.
true. That's
And
true.
gloves would definitely give you a better grip. Whereas these are
usually
definitely in kitchen, like you're using your bare hands with these guys.
I almost never wear gloves.
Processing meat.
Yeah, because it loses the dexterity and it bothers me.
Cutting fish, Thomas does, but I don't know about like cutting up moose.
I know
would
with fish, poultry, and small game, I'll wear a steel mesh glove on my offhand.
Yeah.
On your offhand, that makes sense.
On my offhand because I've
So that you
gotten
don't cut yourself.
uncomfortably close a few times.
Yeah.
But this
and
you
nicked
definitely
myself once.
but this you definitely wouldn't wear with a
No.
mesh glove. Cut
No.
glove maybe. That might
Yeah.
be.
Cut glove makes
Yeah.
sense, but
How about if you're ambidextrous, you can go back and
It
forth.
is an interesting design choice to make the scales slightly too small. The only reason I could see that being an accident is someone fucked up in the AutoCAD file.
I don't think the prototypes would come out.
They look at any other Benchmade hot knife. They,
They all have-
always have slim handles.
This has less
Always.
than the steel.
You know what?
Cinema.
It adds some real eye candy because it adds a silver silhouette around the handle. So that probably made it look a lot more aesthetically pleasing when you're taking pictures of it.
well, and it's also not a big enough difference that it really bothers you. Like when you hold it, you can see it easier than you can feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then what's they come with this Kydex sheath, which
Voltron.
doesn't have.
Voltron sheath.
Voltron.
Oh, it's not Kydex.
No, that's Boulderon,
It doesn't.
which
have,
is better temperature resistance, both colder and warmer.
Wonder if
Which I
that
don't
was
know
like
if we
a
mentioned that on
design choice.
camera.
Yeah.
Why didn't they seal the seam on it?
Well, I don't know.
You
Have
should call
you
them and
ever
ask them.
built a Boulderon sheath? They're not
No.
the easiest thing. Yeah,
It's
there's
riveted the whole way down.
Yeah, there's a kick out here. So here, I'll try to get this on camera. I don't know if this will work, but so there's a gap from sealed, and then so it's sealed on the front end, and then there's gap all the way back,
I wonder if that's
and it
what
gets wider right past this last rivet.
I wonder if I can fix that.
Well, I mean, is it something that necessarily needs to be fixed? That
No.
was my question.
Just that
maybe it's to let it air out so it dries out.
Well, that's
There's
what
a hole,
that's what
yeah.
that is. That's a weep hole at the end, and
Okay.
that's what that weep hole is for. This is supposed to be so it breathes here and it weeps here. This is superfluous. There's not any necessarily functional reason
Does it
to have this
stay
gap.
in the sheath pretty good. I've only
Well,
had it out once or twice.
I'm not a fan of the sheath.
No,
No.
Ooh.
See what I
No.
mean?
well, hold on. I've been drinking, so
Well,
Stuff back.
I don't think it's you, man.
There we go.
okay. Hold on.
Try again.
I feel like I am giving this thing.
Maybe run it along the bottom. Wouldn't you dull your edge if you had to run along the bottom?
Well, not necessarily, because I don't think Boltron's really going to affect it that much. But what I kept trying to do is right along the back.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
obviously
catching
that
on.
point is catching, and I think that's on me. But I think if I run a little bit off the front, it's so much easier.
do
And so it's fine, but
It is. You just have to learn how to sheath it, which is, I mean, we make Kydex sheaths too, and that's the thing. Like you have to learn how to sheath a Kydex sheath. It's not leather. We just drop it in and it's good to go.
It's
Like
spread pretty far there, unless it's just.
it is a
Oh,
little.
there we Well, I mean, that just doesn't seem.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I'd really consider that a disadvantage. The fact that it's not necessarily the easiest thing to sheath, but
I'm surprised they didn't come out with a leather option, or maybe they will in the actual Benchmade one.
yeah, it
cool.
could be. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
It's in tight. And
But
being-
no, I mean it holds well. It's not
rattles.
going anywhere.
Thunk.
What are you, Dakota? All of a sudden,
It
come on.
rattles a little bit.
But I mean, it's not. It's obviously not going anywhere. So you could wear it upside down on your waders, and then you could just, you know what I mean.
It
And
does
you
not
just
come
pull
with
it.
attachment, so you'd have to get one.
Yeah, but it's obviously set up for a large tech lock and
Is it?
not a small. That's got to be large tech lock. I don't think
We don't
that's small
have-
tech lock.
Hey, you over there.
No, I don't have a large tech lock.
Well, no, you on the couch.
But this is. I would bet. I don't know. Quite a bit of money that this is a large tech lock spacing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it might be even nice, like how Hunter used to carry his Riot. If you put a off corner, that might be a small tech lock because it looks like it gets a little
I
smaller.
don't know. They don't look like they're spaced very well.
But if you hung a tech lock off, like off at an angle and held this upside down, you could just reach down, and
Yeah.
that knife would come right out, and it'd be nice and easy, and it'd be out of the way. Or if you put a tech lock crossways, just stick it on your waders, and then wait a minute, stick it on your waders, and it's just right out.
So this knife has not been used yet. And
No, it hasn't.
there are flat spots.
Well, I also rammed it into this sheath like 15 fucking times.
But for people, I mean, you're an experienced sheather, I guess would be the term. So for someone who's not, and they go in and out and in and out and in and out.
Right, there might be some long-term issues there.
Yes. And you'd be pretty disappointed pulling your knife out and you don't have a tip because you got stuck in your sheath that's now shoved in.
I would think you would get used to it though, and it would kind of be a non-issue.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It'd have to be fixed in the long run.
I gotta wonder what the giant lanyard hole's really for.
A giant
Well,
lanyard.
Big
no, you tie it off.
Paracord.
You tie it off to the boat, or you tie it off to your waders.
Ooh,
So
that's
when you
even
drop that
worse.
motherfucker,
That's true.
it doesn't fucking. It's not gone.
Side
That's
note,
That's
That's a
why
really good
we.
point.
That's why on our. Sorry.
no, it's okay.
That's why on our fillet knives. Now I feel like a fucking. asshole. Please go.
That's good.
All right.
Just finish yours and then I've got
Okay, so that's why, like on our
Fillets.
fillet knife, we switched over because we used to have solid pins, but the only reason we switched over to the open tubes is because people would lose them over the side of the boat, and people would come in and be like, "Can you drill us a hole in the back so we can tie it off?" And we're like, "Okay, well, fuck it. Instead of pins, we'll just do titanium barrels, and you just tie it off." And so if it falls in the water, you just grab the paracord, pull it up out of the water, and fucking shake it off, and continue to go. And this is just, I mean, nobody's gonna have a problem threading this, tying it off, calling it a day.
My dad uses a Dexter V-Glow 9-inch offset bread knife for his bait knife. And it's stainless steel, you know, as stainless steel. So this being a stainless steel, if you were to use this as a boat knife or on your boat, Thomas went to go cut bait and tink, just snapped right off of the handle.
No.
So I was like, well, that's what happens when you have a stainless knife on a boat
Yeah.
up here on saltwater. So just, I mean, it sounds great to have as a boat knife unless you really like are super diligent about taking care of it. It's not gonna do well. So we have to replace this knife now is the point of the story.
The moral of the story there.
Yeah. Slice, and tick. It broke off like right where
Well,
the handle
man.
meets to.
Overall design, though, I
It is
really
attractive.
like this, and I like the handle choice they made. It really looks fucking.
It's got some eye candy.
It does. It really looks cool, and it's very comfortable. I feel like I could just slice the shit out of something with it.
What do you guys think your favorite
Why don't
part
you set that
about
down?
this knife is?
It has a sheath.
That's a great. Yeah.
My favorite part is this ivory
White
G10.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my favorite part. Although it's gonna get dirty as hell, but so what? You know. By the way, pro tip: Hoppy's gun oil cleans the fuck out of some G10. I don't care how dirty your G10 is. Hoppy's gun oil,
And
rub it on
hydrates
there. Yeah, it does. I have a Hoppy's gun oil air freshener in my truck.
Does it clean the shit out of it?
Yeah, no, but it covers up the farts real well.
I think I like the fact that they've got that oh shit guard here.
Oh yeah.
I really do enjoy
As
that.
opposed to the kitchens where, like, especially like if you look at the Woo stuff, like you run up
soft
and
curve. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's gonna suck. This is a little better because it's rounded off and flat,
Yeah, they cut
so you're
that.
not necessarily gonna slip that way. But that's even more so.
Like I like the profile. It looks mean. It looks cool. But at the same time, like I would never use this for any fish. it's not flexible enough, and then just like heading.
Yeah, but
and-
you're an Alaska fisherman, though. I mean, if you got to cut up some bass, bluegill, crappie,
it's too big, and the blade's too wide. It's not flexible.
It doesn't necessarily need to be flexible in the lower 48.
I gotta
though.
wonder if this is more of like a boning knife.
I think it is.
Well, yeah,
It's meant
I
for
would.
meat.
I would assume so. This is a boning knife. This is a boning knife. That's a meat.
Yeah, these are not flexible.
It's a meat crafter. So I mean,
That's such
you'd
a
be
disturbing name.
well. I mean, you'd be going around the bone if you're processing. I don't think you're out there on the boat, deep sea fishing in fucking Hawaii,
With
and
your
you're
meat crafter.
trying to fucking you're trying to fillet a tuna with it. I don't think that's the way it works.
I think it was meant for like game.
Yeah.
Not fishing, but game.
I think that's why it's a meat crafter.
Yeah, that's why we brought these out, because these are mostly like boning fillet knives. They're not necessarily just fillet, but they're meant for meat.
Yeah, they're boning.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I think what this is. This is a boning knife, very obviously.
Then it's a weird choice for this kind of sheath because, at least with the big game I do, you quarter it and then you bring it home.
Yeah.
But
So why
okay,
would you need a sheath like that?
Okay, because all right,
Because why would you sell without a sheath?
Well,
Cutco-
so-
Cutco does
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing about Ranella is like he'll be out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere for 13 days.
Yeah.
You want to carry leather around? I mean, it'll
Covered,
rot
yeah.
off your pack. It'll ruin your fucking knife.
Yeah, I think.
But if you have
both of those
this,
good idea.
yeah, if you have this,
Sorry, we're not making fun of you.
but if you have this is something that could do 13 days and process, and you don't have to worry about taking care of it.
Does-
It's super resistant to rust, as most of the S family has all proven to be,
Mhm.
and this is S45, the newest iteration. And I mean, it just shows exactly what they're going for when they do this sheath. You put out a leather sheath. A leather sheath is a sheath that needs a 4 or 5 day trip. And if you're going longer than that, you're gonna have to take special care of that knife, because you're storing that knife for 2 weeks in a fucking wet, shitty leather sheath with maybe pieces of gut stuck in it. You're gonna ruin, no matter what knife it is, you're gonna ruin it. But if you have this, and you're on a 14-day trip, which is what Ranella does. I mean, he's hardcore. I mean, Ranella is one of the. I mean, he gets paid to hunt. I mean, he's that good at it. You know
Does
what I
this-
mean? Like that. I think that speaks to. He probably said, you know what? I've had the leather, and it sucks. If this is going to have my name on it, it needs this, and it needs this, and it needs this. Which is why it's all composite handle. Which is why it's not micarta. Which is why it has the most modern stainless, and which is why it has a bolter-on sheath. Because Ranella knows what he's doing and probably made these very specific requests, so it does what he needs it to do.
I think I kind of get why it's got that edge on the top. Is so if you can't really see what you're doing, you're up inside something. You can
You can feel the orientation.
find home.
But
Yeah.
does it warrant a $300 price tag?
It's S45.
Okay.
Who
This
knows?
is a third of the price.
Okay, but we don't know dick about S45. We need to find out how expensive S45 is by pound. I think we should send a couple of emails.
I will say too, there are two logos on that knife that, granted, you know how much I love Benchmade, but they do raise the price tag a little bit. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
of
the
course.
meat eater tag would do.
Well, I mean, even like what was it? What was the Hunt series before it was the Hunt series? It was
Bone
the
Collector.
Bone Collector.
Those
Yeah, Bone
were
Collectors.
such a good price too.
Oh man,
But they were D2, and people did not take care of their stuff.
dude, and the heat treat on that D2 was fucking phenomenal. Those knives cut like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So
But
here's this new steel that nobody's really had any experience with, that everyone's just like throwing their name on and using. So I'm really curious if $300 is worth.
well,
Yeah.
performance is gonna tell. I mean, because titanium. G10. Okay, so this thing, and with the S45, and if the what is it? The little graph that shows the molecular makeup.
Mhm.
If that is to be believed, this is knocking on the door of LMAX.
It's pretty good.
That is
So-
pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
It is a good grind. I do like the overall fit and finish of the knife. I like the knife as itself. I don't know if I can get behind charging $300, or even if this was something that we could carry and buy at
But
wholesale.
if we sold it,
still
MAP
be
would be
over
240.
Yeah,
It'd be
it-
240.
it'd be
Oh no, wait, it'd be
255.
255. It'd be
255 for this. And there are some people who do not like Kydex or Voltron, and they would want leather. So you have to have leather option. Even if you're out for 2 weeks, people still put mink oil and take care of the leather sheaths. They clean them, they put oil on the knives. I mean, there are people that really do know how to take care of a sheath, but I just don't know.
Okay, so what if we sold one of our fillets? What kind of fillet could we offer that would have a Voltron sheath and would cost $245? What kind of handle could we put on it? Couldn't put ivory on it.
No. You
Couldn't
have to
put
put
walrus.
Stellar Sea Cow.
Stellar Sea Cow.
In moose, caribou, that'd be probably less.
Moose caribou would be
but
way
if you
less.
bump
Yeah.
up the sheath
Yeah.
to
Moose
Kydex
caribou,
or
even moose
Yeah,
caribou would be
less
under
than that.
200. Yeah, it'd be under
What's
200.
the-
But then we're getting flexibility.
The steel that we use, which we don't tell people what we use.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be interesting if we could get this shape or like a curved bony knife in M390 or K110 or LMAX and compare it to this price-wise, what we could sell it for, and if it was like a comparable model.
How do you feel about drilling these out and putting ivory on it?
How much you want to bet that that's not even glued on?
Oh my God! I wouldn't even take that bet.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, we'd take a 5/16 and run it through there, and this handle would fall off.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a drill bit that big,
We got a hammer.
but we got a hammer.
Gotta figure it out.
But we could put some ivory on this motherfucker, and it would look. I mean, Jesus, I would use that.
I mean, I like the knife.
Even I'm just cutting heads.
Yeah, these for literally anything.
I would have liked my card on it better.
I do look at this and I look at the shape and I'm like, man, I have a Wusthof fillet knife, like the one that comes with the leather sheath and the whole 9
The
yards.
7-inch fillet.
Yeah. And I was
Really fine tip.
I was 7 different fish. I had the head 7 fish, and I was doing steaks. So you know, I learned long ago if you got a high pressure pump, you just blow the scales off. I didn't know you could do that up until recently. It was a game changer. So I blow the scales off, head, fins, the whole 9 yards. But like by the time I got to the 7th fish, cutting the head off, I'm just like sawing through the thing, and I'm just like, oh God. And I look at the shape, and it's super similar. I got to wonder if this would hold up better after 7, 8, 10 fish, cutting off heads.
I think we're comparing it to fish, and we
Not
shouldn't
meat.
be.
Yeah.
That-
you want to talk
That's
about
my
meat.
primary
Okay.
area of expertise.
Well, I mean, we're Alaskan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like fish is 50% of all wild game up here. But I'm thinking if you're processing boo or you're processing moose, I think this would just kill it.
Do a really good job.
I don't know if I'd want to be jointing stuff with that.
No, well, no, I mean, no, obviously not. But I mean, that's what you use a riot for. And so you break shoulders and sternums,
Yeah.
and then you use this. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with the Mac. Like, you don't do all the hard work with the Mac. You skin with the Mac, and then you break shit with the riot. This is just, you know what I mean? This is
Another
crafting.
tool on your belt.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't. It's the same thing with like your really nice fillet knife. You don't hack heads off with your fucking really nice fillet knife. You fillet with it, and you hack heads off with some big butcher piece of shit or whatever.
Or
it is.
serrated something or other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
yeah.
else has Benchmade put out now or in the past that has been this expensive for hunting?
Nothing.
Because I can't think of any. The Bushcrafter is under $200.
Yeah.
Everything. This is the
cartoon.
most expensive hunt.
Yeah.
The
by far.
altitude.
This is the most
Yeah.
expensive hunt series.
Yeah.
But
What
also
about
this is the
Ruckus?
only. No.
Ruckus is
But this is
awesome
the.
hunting.
That's not for hunting.
This is the only hunt series that has not had a map. It has only had an MSRP.
But like I said, they're supposed to come out with one
So what's the
comparable. to it.
what's the MSRP on the Bushcrafter?
Probably $250.
What can we sell it for at map?
Bushcrafter is $192.
How the fuck do you remember all these numbers?
Uh,
Yeah, we haven't had it for a while. I think it is 192. Or
All right.
The high 200s.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
so
like
that
right
means
at-
it's 250, 255,
Yeah,
give or take an
yeah.
MSRP. So this is $45 more, but
different steel. We don't know
different
what it
steel,
costs.
changed up,
Yep.
and come on, a much better handle. Let's
True,
be honest.
But there's so much handle on that Bushcrafter, you can shave down what you don't want and don't need. And
Yeah,
it comes with
that's true.
Kydex or it comes with leather or both.
Well, what are the barrels on the Bushcrafter? I'm
They're
almost
They're,
positive.
they're titanium.
They are
They're
titanium.
titanium, yeah.
Wow,
So
I'm impressed.
who's
I
got a
really thought
magnet?
they were stainless.
Chad, you got a magnet? Young Chad?
Nobody's got a
So
I got
not to
a
mention
magnet
more
there.
handle on the Bushcrafter, more steel. Like the stock on the Bushcrafter
But-
is insane.
This is
Yeah, that's
thinner
true.
and
But
longer.
magnets
I don't know.
and
I would really like to know more about the makeup. The flexibility is sort of nice. I don't know.
I don't know. That's
I think I'm just upset that we couldn't get it at
Yeah.
a better price.
The only reason you don't like it is because we couldn't get it at wholesale, and we had to buy one
Well,
full boat.
Even our reps
I wanna take
didn't
this
have
fishing.
prototypes. No, you
Fuck
cannot
it,
take-
I just
you-
wanna
you
own
give
it.
$300 to.
No, I just want to take it fishing.
I just want to like leave it in the shop, and I would like to take the handles off.
Thank you,
Make
sir.
it really fun to see, and then put something else on there.
Should we order another?
I think we should.
I think we should order
wait, I
another.
think we should wait until they come out with
We
the
see what
hut
else is there.
version comes
Yeah.
out. And
I see what Dakota. Sorry, I see what Dakota is saying.
okay, oh no, the back one.
Yeah, I bet the back one's not titanium.
Well, even stainless.
Come on.
Yeah.
Even certain kinds of stainless won't
Yeah,
be
that's true.
magnetic.
Oh,
Oh,
it
shit.
is.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
So steel,
they have-
titanium.
they have that.
fuck.
Is it both or just one? 'Cause-
Just one.
But I see what Dakota was saying. If you kind of fucking get it in the right light and look at it, you can see like just little ribbon
Silhouette.
of steel that kind of highlights the handle. And I get that, but
It's some eye candy for sure. And then
I get it.
think it might help you find home, but maybe we're finding reasons for design decisions that might just be behind material costs, or this is what we pre-made. Oh no, the knife's slightly larger. You know,
I don't
can
know.
happen.
I don't know that they care. Redesigning it would be so easy. I mean, it's a couple hours worth of work just to change it out.
but you already made 400 handles. You know,
I don't know. No, they made
I think it's just
they made
overthinking it.
prototypes. You know what I mean? They're not fucking stupid. They made prototypes.
Yeah, that some
and if
point
the
they were-
prototype
yeah.
handles were a
Did
little
you know about
weird.
this?
No, this is after my time. So
This guy.
I know
Not
it's been
even-
what, a year and a half. Like, how do I not know what's coming out there anymore?
well, do we like it?
Mm,
I don't know. I really, 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 really want to use it. Does that translate to do I like it?
Hard to say.
I like the
Yeah.
fucking aesthetics. I like the way the handle looks.
Yeah.
I like that white ass on it. I don't know, but
it's a little dark. I'm just stick your okay.
That's all right.
I am not the biggest fan of how it fits in the sheath. But also,
It does.
I've never stuck this in a sheath, and I've never stuck this in a
Mm-hmm.
sheath. So maybe I like these knives because
I mean, you're never gonna stick.
they don't fit. Yeah, they don't fucking. They're kitchen knives.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a kitchen knife
So,
sheath?
are you
That's
gonna-
my favorite question at the shop when people come in. They're like, "Any of these come with a sheath?" No, they're kitchen knives. They come with a fucking block. Why do you want a
So,
sheath for your kitchen knife?
If this came in a block with other knives to do your butchering, or in like a bag,
Mm.
like a roll up, would that suit it better? Because that's what
Prestiges,
Prestige
line,
yeah.
there were two: the gold class and the standard. I sharpened those at like we
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
they're smancy.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. I really kind of want to own this. I really kind of want to own this.
You kind of sort of do.
You know,
If
I
you
mean,
buy me one, you can have
it
that one.
weighs almost twice. I mean, it
How's the
just.
balance?
I don't know. That's not something I care about.
No.
So here we go.
Come
Here
on,
we go.
balance it.
So that's
not really balanced. Oh shit. Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a neckbeard.
I
I
think
don't
it's a-
understand how. There's no mall ninja shit in my veins. I don't understand how
I
balance
do
works.
think it's
Oh,
Well
Dakota
balanced.
gets it right.
I do think it's a pretty cool knife. I just don't know if I know enough about the steel to like it
Hmm.
for $300.
You know what
throw
I-
some 20 CV in there? Fuck yeah, I would. Sorry, I would totally buy
Yeah.
that. But
I don't know, but what about this though? What if you actually carried it and like somebody talks some shit and you're just like,
Meat craft them. Give me all meat craft.
what now, bitch? Like that's kind of a mean little fucker right there.
My
That's
favorite
a
thing
mixed
about
technique.
that knife is just the steel, and that is in no way relation to this knife itself. So every time Benchmade is like, you know what, we're gonna use something new. I just love
We're
it,
gonna use
and I think that.
ATS 34.
Well,
sounds
other than that,
fantastic.
I think that's far-reaching implications, though. Like, if this
Wait.
is as good of a steel as we've read about, and it looks like on paper,
Didn't Benchmade skipped S35?
they did? Oh, they didn't touch S35. Yeah, which Mike is like, yes. But they've had a plethora of S30, and they did 3V recently, which has been great.
Dude, and the D2 on that fucking Bone Collector series,
Right.
the heat treat on that fucking D2 was top fucking notch. If anybody has a full size, maple handled
The walnut.
Bone Collector, walnut
Yeah,
handled
walnut,
fucking
yeah.
Bone Collector, I will buy that motherfucker. Don't give me your fucking beat ass shit you've sharpened 700 times. I want something good.
They don't have blades for those anymore. So.
Yeah, this is why I don't want some bullshit. I don't know, man. This makes me want to look into this S45. I really kind of like this knife.
Yeah.
All right. And that's how it is.
All right.
Is it? What are people saying?
Okay. While we're doing comments and questions,
that.
I'm gonna go take take a piss.
Let's see here. I volunteered to be studio audience from Zachary Bullikin. And then he also says LMAX rules. Timothy Valencia says, it does look like it could lid do double duty.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know. It does look like it could do double duty. I think there's an extra
Oh, like
typo in
fish
there.
and meat.
Oh yeah, it's got to be what it is.
Like game.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would handle fish. I feel like it'd dull pretty
I
quick over time.
don't think it would. I think you could do heads, but I don't think that you maybe like initial cuts, but I don't think it cannot do any flame, especially halibut. It wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you
get
like
halibut too
bones
often.
in your fish, then that sounds great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't
why
think
I
I do
do.
like
But
that.
you should buy the Sheath fish bone pieces.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
I'm lazy. That's why I do steaks. That way you can just like bloop, 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 no bones, and
Oh.
throw the whole carcass away. And
So
that's
Thomas will
what's left over.
fillet them. I'll clean them, bone them,
Mhm.
and we'll pack them up. And
That's way more effort than what I do.
we do pretty good.
Yeah, I know you do, but I'm lazy. So
Oh,
people
do you
can
want
pick
some
around
halibut,
bones.
by the way?
Yes.
There's some in the freezer over there.
Oh.
Do you want some halibut too? I meant to
love some
mention it to you, and I was like, oh, I was just got two.
Timothy Valencia, does it flex?
No,
Not really.
Does it flex, bro?
that.
I mean, you could make it flex, but it might break it or bend it.
that is the extent of your flex.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to do more than that. I think it's supposed to be.
You got about 10 or 15 degrees there.
Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, that's it.
I cringe when you guys do stuff like that. I'm like, you're gonna just take your finger right off.
No.
That's what Lori does in her free time, licks knives.
No, I know. I know better.
All right. Well, I guess we should probably change out the setup here.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
I guess we let it keep going. Is that what
Oh, we
Matt
do? I don't know.
wanted to do?
That's fine. I'm going to eat my popcorn then.
It's kind of let it
Popcorn. We got comments here. If you guys have any, we'll continue to answer them. It's just here on the table.
What are these people saying?
Now you're making me look at it right. You should.
Yeah, the right's pretty nifty.
Not the worst advice on the face of the earth. I don't get why Mike had such issue sheathing this. It's not.
It's a pretty weird sheath.
I wish it had like a
Thumb?
thumb grip on
Yeah,
the
that's a
top.
guy thing. That's a Ryan guy thing.
Here's for me not dropping these for once.
It's got to be Zach.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
What were you asking earlier, Lori?
A magnet.
Well, I was,
Oh
Dude,
no.
look at that tan line.
There was something.
Raccoon Chad.
I
Oh.
wasn't paying attention because I was watching you guys.
And we
We're not doing this
apologize.
one.
The
I don't
What?
know.
We're not doing this
I think
one.
we're doing this one.
why not?
We're not.
Why not?
It's a secret.
Why?
Turn it away from the camera.
We're not doing this one.
I thought we weren't doing this one.
Well, yeah.
We don't have the proper equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my understanding.
You don't have the proper equipment.
Swing guard switchblades. That is a good question.
Yeah, I don't think we get a whole lot of those. Swing guard
So
switch rates are not good questions. We get a lot of good questions.
Project makes one. They're not
That
swing
one-
guards, but they have a guard on them.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, Italian sliders are really some of the few good ones, and they're impossible to get a hold of right now
yeah.
with imports. Macau?
Yes.
Swing guard switchblades. Autos. Swing guard autos.
Yeah.
Who makes any good ones other than the Italians? Project doesn't count because it's not technically a swing guard.
No. Swing guard is gonna be
Not Piranha.
no. Man. A lot of the
Like a
Italian
true swing
makers you can't get anymore.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucking Jesus. Autos. I'm gonna go ahead and plead
Boss?
guilty that I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's in reference to. Timothy.
I was talking about the video. It's Boss.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Boss is the maker that we don't know about.
Oh, that's true. That's
Honestly, I know lots of manuals, but any auto swing guards?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man. With the inability to import Italian stuff. Man, I don't
Italian.
know. Yeah, Italian stuff.
Italian. Okay.
Without the ability to import Italians pre-built.
You see what's happening there? He's like dipping and his whole chip just broke off into the salsa.
Can you get an auto cheetah?
Isn't a cheetah a piranha?
I have no idea.
Please
got
specify.
Google is our friend.
Let's Google it.
Yeah.
Someone texted me. An
Some
auto.
ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, mine Brittany is here, so
Hello, Brittany.
hit the road. But it's been fun live streaming with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it again next time.
Yeah.
Or you can just,
It's a case.
or you can save yourself
Oh,
an
oh,
hour
so-
of time.
case.
Just come in. We live stream the shop every day.
It's auto.
Oh, no, Pinterest.
All right.
is
See you
not
guys later.
That's not
All right.
auto. It's got a nail
Bye,
nick
guys.
in it.
Bye. Cheetah knives, case cheetah knives.
Well, but if you're looking for an auto with a swing guard, that's a different animal, right?
Well, a cheetah is an animal.
You know what I fucking meant.
I know. No, I don't want to save $5. I don't want to hear knives. Case cheetah, cheetah.
But those are all manuals, right? There's no auto swing guard.
Yes.
I can't think of an auto swing guard that's still available,
Images.
or even a case auto that's available.
Yeah, because Hubertus is not a swing guard.
Yeah,
A conversion, double action. That's one. But these are all lockbacks. Timothy, what do you mean? Because I'm flabbergasted.
can you get an auto cheetah?
Yeah,
I think-
a swing guard. Yeah, but those aren't autos. I'm not finding one.
That's what I know. What I'm saying is like, as far as I know, they don't make an auto
But this
cheetah.
one was a conversion. So that would be a no. That doesn't happen, Zachary.
The Northern Nice Band-Aids.
So this is a conversion.
You can just put one on your forehead next time. All right,
It
so
doesn't say.
who's doing the conversion though? It's not Volatin.
Tank Fisher. You can, also,
Kingfisher does a
you
conversion.
can also tell from the inverted case logo. Allows for automatic or manual opening. Spring's a little weak, but if you push the button just right, it works. That's the review of the used one. But so it doesn't look like there's any regular ones that are done, which I could be wrong because I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah. But autos with a swing guard, especially old school autos with a swing guard,
Yeah,
is,
it's like the
I mean,
Almar.
that's super
Yeah.
uber rare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
They're $400 when you can find them. Oh no!
and the problem is if you can't find them on Arizona Customs,
Yes.
which you're gonna pay a fucking 40% premium, you're not allowed to sell them on eBay. You missed your mouth.
I know,
there.
I
And
was
you got
reading
some on your lip too.
I'm good there. I'm just intrigued by this now.
Googling stuff on camera. That's
Yeah.
Our strong suit.
Well, that's all right.
Trapdoor stiletto, not swing guard, just standard. I don't like these questions. I'll forget this.
Well, I guess at this point in the night, we'll call it a night.
I appreciate you guys joining us.
Later, Gator.
We're gonna do this a couple of weeks. We'll shout it out. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know. There goes the cutout. Oh, it's going that way now.
Watching him in this
All
is pretty
right.
fun.
See you guys next time.